6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops have martyred 6 youths in Gandarbal district in the continuing acts of state terrorism. The President says the Prime Minister has effectively presented the Kashmir issue at the United Nations General Assembly. The Special Assistant on Information says Imran Khan's address in the United Nations is a test for global conscience. A former puppet chief minister of the Indian occupied Kashmir has appreciated Imran Khan for warning the world about the designs of the fascist Hindu organization RSS. 14 American lawmakers have urged the Indian Prime Minister to address concerns over the human rights situation in occupied Kashmir. Representatives of the Sikh community have hailed Pakistan's initiative of opening the Kartarpur corridor, saying it is a message of peace to India. And now the news in detail. Occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh acts of state terrorism martyred 6 Kashmiri youths in Gandarbal and Ramban districts today. The troops during coordinated search operations martyred 3 youths in Narang area of Gandarbal and 3 others in Batot area of Ramban district in Jammu region. The troops have also launched similar operations in Ramban and Doda districts of the Jammu region. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, says Prime Minister Imran Khan effectively presented the plight of the Kashmiri people, an alarming situation in the region, at the United Nations General Assembly session. Addressing a ceremony in Karachi today, he said the Prime Minister's speech was tremendous as it raised all the issues facing Muslims around the world, especially our Kashmiri brethren. The Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan, says the worldwide admiration of Prime Minister Imran Khan's speech at the United Nations General Assembly session is evident to the fact that he has succeeded in the mission Kashmir. In a tweet today, she said the Prime Minister presented with full force the case of the oppressed Kashmiris at the world's highest forum. The Special Assistant said it is now a test of the global conscience as to which side it takes in history, whether it supports the civilized world or prefers business to humanity. The Minister for Kashmir Affairs, Ali Amin Gandapur, has termed Prime Minister Imran Khan's address to the United Nations General Assembly as historic. In a statement today, he said it is the first time in Pakistan's history that a leader presented the Kashmir dispute at the World Forum in such a strong manner. He said Imran Khan has emerged as a strong advocate for the rights of the oppressed Kashmiri people. The minister said the Prime Minister exposed before the world the extremist mindset of Rashtriya Savayam Sevak Sangh and Narendra Modi. Ali Amin Gandapur said Pakistan will continue to raise voice for the Kashmiri people at every world forum. He said the world community must play its role in ensuring the Kashmiris' inalienable right to self-determination. Former Chief Minister of the Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Mehbooba Mufti, has appreciated Prime Minister Imran Khan's historical speech at the United Nations General Assembly. In a series of tweets, she said, "Who would have thought that one fine day a Pakistani would warn the world about the dangers of a fascist organization like the RSS?" Mehbooba Mufti said, "Let us stand with Kashmir," and added that this inhuman siege imposed to cage and repress Kashmiris must end. Meanwhile, former member of the British Parliament, George Galloway, has also commended Prime Minister Imran Khan's speech at the United Nations General Assembly. In his tweet, he said Imran Khan played first-class captain's innings at the UN General Assembly on Kashmir. George Galloway, pointing out Imran Khan, said, "Well played, sir." The Indian authorities have tightened restrictions on people's movements in occupied Jammu and Kashmir today to prevent people protests triggered by Prime Minister Imran Khan's speech at the United Nations General Assembly. Soon after the speech, hundreds of Kashmiris came out of their homes shouting slogans in support of Pakistan, calling for the liberation of Kashmir. The police vans fitted with speakers made public announcements in some parts of Srinagar about movement restrictions, while additional troops were deployed to prevent any protest. The troops also blocked access to main business center of Srinagar with razor wire. 14 American lawmakers have urged the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address concerns over human rights situation in occupied Kashmir and lift the communications blackout in the territory. The joint statement issued by Indian American lawmaker Pramila Jayapal, along with 13 other American Congress members, said the imposition of media blackout starting August 5th left millions in Kashmir without access to mobile phones or the internet, while many others have been detained. As a result, family members in the United States and elsewhere are unable to contact their relatives and family members in occupied Kashmir, leading to concerns about their welfare. This is Radio Pakistan. Representatives of the Sikh community have hailed Pakistan's initiative of opening the Kartarpur corridor, saying it is a message of peace to India. Talking to Radio Pakistan's News and Current Affairs channel, member Punjab Assembly Sardar Mahinder Pal Singh said the opening of the Kartarpur corridor for Sikhs by Pakistan is a gift which they can never forget. He said Baba Guru Nanak loved the land of Pakistan, hence the followers of the Sikh religion pay special respect to this soil. The chairman Baba Guru Nanak Welfare Society Pakistan, Sardar Bishan Singh, said the announcement of opening the Kartarpur corridor by Pakistan compelled India to reciprocate positively, though it did not want to do so. He said India must understand the message of peace from Pakistan and take steps in this direction. The Special Assistant to National Health Services, Dr. Zafar Mirza, has said effective steps are being taken to control the dengue fever. Talking to the media persons in Islamabad today, he said the federal and the Punjab governments are working in close coordination to check the situation. He said both Rawalpindi and Islamabad have emerged as the hotspots for the dengue cases, and hospitals in the Twin Cities are being reinforced with all the resources, including manpower, to provide timely treatment to the dengue patients. The Pakistan Navy ship PNS Alamgir visited the Jeddah port of Saudi Arabia, where it was accorded a warm welcome. The commanding officer of PNS Alamgir met the Deputy Western Fleet Commander of the Royal Saudi Naval Forces and discussed maritime cooperation between the two countries. PNS Alamgir is deployed in the Arabian Sea for regional maritime security patrol. China says it wants to join an international arms treaty as soon as possible that the United States has spurned. Speaking at the United Nations, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said China has initiated domestic legal procedures to join the arms trade treaty. In a statement, Chinese Foreign Ministry said China has always attached great importance to the issue of illegal arms sales and their misuse. In Afghanistan, polling in the presidential election was held today. According to media reports, over 9 million Afghan registered voters were eligible to vote. 14 candidates were in the run, but the incumbent president Ashraf Ghani and the chief executive Abdullah are the major contestants. However, voters' turnout was low in certain parts of the country amid lingering concerns over security threats and logistical challenges. One person was killed and over a dozen people were wounded in an explosion at a polling station in Kandahar today. The injured have been admitted to the hospital. In Egypt, 7 security forces personnel and 1 civilian have been killed, whereas 2 other soldiers were wounded in an ambush in Egypt's northern Sinai region. Militant group Daesh has claimed responsibility for the attack. Cricket. The second match of the 3-match one-day series between Pakistan and Sri Lanka will be played on Monday at the National Stadium in Karachi. The first match of the series was cancelled due to heavy rain yesterday. And finally, the weather. Hot and humid weather is expected elsewhere in the country during the next 24 hours. Rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected at scattered places in all the districts of Kashmir, including Muzaffarabad, districts of the Punjab, Gujranwala, Narowal, Sialkot, Gujarat, Lahore, Sargodha, Faisalabad, Sahiwal, Multan, Bahawalpur, while at isolated places in the districts of Rawalpindi, Jhelum, Chakwal, and Islamabad. as well as districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, including Mansehra, Abbottabad, Haripur, Dir, Sawat, Peshawar, Mardan, Kohad, Bannu, Dera Ismail Khan, and in districts of Lower Sindh, Mirpur Khas, Thatta, and Badin. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.